death toll has risen to 15 after more bodies were recovered following a landslide in the western district of Kasese. At least 6 people have been injured. Houses have been destroyed, including crops in Kasika village, according to Uganda's Red Cross Society. Uganda's western region is facing heavy rains, which have in recent days led to landslides. Meanwhile, in the eastern part of the country, rains have caused floods, which have killed at least 24 people and displaced thousands of others. For more on this, we're joined by CGTN's Leon Ssenyange live for us from Uganda's capital, Kampala. Leon, we know the death toll from that landslide has risen to 15. What more details do you have?
Well, at least for now, what we've been able to gather is that the responders, or the locals themselves, are trying to dig much into the rubble, the after effects of the early morning downpour to find any survivors so far. The 6 that you earlier spoke about have been taken to a nearby hospital. The search still continues for those that have at least survived the situation. It's pretty sad now that the landslides continue to affect the western part of the country. It's not indeed the first time. It's a common occurrence, and the activities and the families that continue to live in the areas that are affected are putting themselves very much in a precarious situation.
Leon, tell us more about ongoing rescue and recovery efforts.
Well, the Uganda Red Cross Society has arrived on the ground in Kasika village. They are working together with the locals to try and look out for any survivors. The challenges, however, remain that the landslide has caused a blockage of the access of roads. The weather itself could be much of an impediment with the occurrence of the rains during this particular period. So far, what we have been able to gather is that some people have been rescued. The injured have been taken to the hospitals, and the efforts indeed continue.
And finally, Leon, the region is not new to landslides. Were there early warning interventions for communities in that region?
Yes, indeed. There have been continuous emergency warning systems through the telephone calls, the text messaging, and even sometimes to emails to key organizations. And this indeed has helped very much in trying to alert the people in these particular areas. But given the kind of connectivity in this part of the country, even still the district itself, not everybody has as much access to communication that could warn them of any heavy rains that could occur any time of the day. And this, of course, puts many out of communication and as much information as to be warned of what could happen. But indeed, the efforts of the emergency warning systems have tried to help quite a lot. Unfortunately, for this particular incident, it's very likely that with the conditions now and the turn of the weather towards the final quarter of the year, it could continue to get worse.